Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my audience. This is Stephanie, Brittany, Jean, Lisa, and Sawyer. And I'm Ashley. I want to thank you guys so much for coming to listen to my speech. Today I'm going to talk about something that's extremely important to me, the issue of donating platelets. My friend Abby started donating platelets and told me about it. Before she had told me about it, I had no idea what it was or why donating platelets was so important. After talking with her and hearing firsthand how important they are, I decided to start donating platelets. I now donate once to twice a month, and I've actually even persuaded my mother to donate platelets as well. She's now going to become a regular platelet donor. This is exactly what I hope for all of you guys to do after listening. Today I will first explain to you what platelets are and why people need them. Then I'll talk about how you donate platelets. And finally, I'll end with a true story about how platelets save lives. If you are like most people, you probably don't know what platelets are or why they're even needed. But luckily, for you guys, I'm telling you about it. According to the glossary on Penn State Medicine, platelets are microscopic cellular elements in the blood used for clotting. Or as Cece from the donation site that I go to says, they're basically just a sticky substance that sticks together to hold your blood together, so it keeps you from bleeding out. Obviously, it's very important to you. Can any of you guys think of someone you love or known throughout your lifetime who has ever had cancer, or maybe open heart surgery, a traumatic accident? Well, I'm sure all of you can. Every single one of those people needed platelets to survive. You may not think that this directly affects you, but someday it could. Just imagine if you or one of your loved ones got into a car accident and was critically injured, and then being told by the doctor that you need platelets to survive. If it wasn't for people like my friend Abby, my mom, or myself donating platelets, then you would die. This is why platelets are so important. According to an article on UNC Healthcare titled Fast Facts About Donating Platelets, of the 60% of people eligible to donate, only 5% actually do. According to the American Red Cross, platelets only last for 5 days, so they're always constantly needed. Now that you know what platelets are and why they are needed, I want to tell you about the whole donation process. First, you need to make sure that you're an eligible donor. All you need to do, it varies by state, but in the state of Florida, you need to be at least 16, weighing 110 pounds, which both of my sisters don't, have a good vein, and also you can't take aspirin within 48 hours of donation. If you're not sure if you're eligible or not, you can always just call your donation center and they'll let you know. Once you're eligible, you make an appointment and you go. When you get there, you fill out a questionnaire. If you've ever donated blood, it's the same questionnaire. Afterwards, you get your finger pricked, and then that determines if your iron level is okay. Then they will take your temperature and your blood pressure, make sure everything's okay. In my donation center, they have a huge cabinet filled with movies. So once you get there, you get to go pick out a movie, sit in your little relaxing chair, put on your headphones with a nice blanket, and watch your movie. And then you get one needle in one arm, and then you put another needle in the other arm. And you can do one arm or two. I always pick two so that it goes faster. When you put it in this arm, then it takes the blood out and it puts it into the machine that separates the platelets from the blood. And then it comes out the other side and to your other arm, and all your blood goes back to your other arm. This whole process takes about 2 hours. It's normally 1 to 2 hours. Now I know what you're thinking, wow, that's a really long time. But really, after the needle goes in, it's super easy from there. You sit back and you get to relax and watch a movie. You're also probably thinking that you have no time to do it, but I'm sure that you all can find time to watch a movie, watch TV, go on Facebook, video games. If you can find time for that, I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could find time to save somebody's life. If it's the needles that you're afraid of, I can relate. Before donating, I was really fearful of needles. However, I just tell myself that the patients that I'm donating for are probably more afraid of losing their life than I am of a little needle prick. So I just tell myself that, and it gets me through. After your donation is complete, they take them out and they wrap your arms with a little wrap, and then they give you something, like this super sweet shirt that I'm wearing. I got that for donating. Notice that it says 14 on it. It says 14 because you can donate platelets every 14 days. That's because it doesn't actually take your blood out, just the platelets. Also, the donation centers sometimes offer incentives because like in the winter months, it gets hard to have people donate. So right now, between September and December, if you donate twice, then you're entered into a raffle that could possibly get you Super Bowl tickets. So that's pretty neat. In closing, I want to tell you a little story about my friend Abby. Her sister, she was pregnant, 8 months pregnant, and she was very healthy. Then she started not feeling well, and she had went to the hospital where the doctors advised her that she needed platelets to survive. According to Wikipedia.com, 150 is the lowest that your platelet level should be in good health. Abby's sister was only 26. That's her level. She was given 7 bags of platelets, and the doctor told her that had she not received those platelets, she would have died. That means she would have left her precious newborn baby girl and my friend Abby without a sister. You see, donating platelets really truly does save lives. Now that you've discovered what platelets are and why they're needed, how the donation process works, and heard a real life story about donations, I'm asking you to please make an appointment to donate. I have cards right here, new donor contact form. I'm going to ask you all to fill them out. Is everybody okay with it? And then also for my 2 sisters, they can't obviously because they don't weigh enough. So I'm just going to ask you to take these and then show somebody else and share the information with them. If you live in Florida, you can go onto www.fbsblood.org and you can fill out the information form yourself. I want to thank you guys so much for listening to my speech, and I encourage you guys to make an appointment. Thank you.